Good morning, everybody. Enter the stars. The Book of Enoch, a book that was removed from the biblical record, even though it was found with the Dead Sea Scrolls. The Dead Sea Scrolls corroborated the entire Bible because the records actually matched what scholars had been given to that point. God trying to show them that the Book of Enoch should be included in the canon, and once again they refused to add it to the Bible. Removed from our consciousness, but kept alive by scholars who realized the importance of the book. A book in which Enoch describes the 7 major river systems of the world, river systems in South America, North America, places he had never ever been, but yet he knew that there were 7 major river systems in the world. A book in which Enoch also describes the 7 major oceans and the 7 major mountain ranges, again, places he had never been before. A book in which Enoch describes the 14 major species of evergreen trees, of which there are exactly 14, around the world in places that he had never been, that had never been discovered yet. A book from 3500 BC, millennia before the birth of Christ. A man who walked the earth, who was given the knowledge of these things. Now, what else does the Book of Enoch tell us? It tells us that the Nephilim, the fallen angels, sinned against birds, sinned against reptiles, sinned against plants, taught the cutting of roots, taught the making of breastplates, armor, weapons of war. You ever wonder why some animals are just a little bit different than the others? Do you ever wonder why some animals drink blood? And what is the purpose of that? And that some animals spread disease? Ever thought about why a bat is a half reptile and half rodent? You ever ask yourself a question of why only certain species of animals eat each other in the womb? And the list goes on and on. And then if we ask ourselves a further question of why these particular animals, the shark, the wasp, are used as Illuminati symbolism and increased in our consciousness and our awareness, there's a reason for that. Now, many of these animals could have survived the flood. Many could have been genetically engineered after the flood. The fact remains, the Nephilim were on the earth in those days and after. So somehow they got through. They got through the portal of the flood, and they remained and were battled against by the Israelites after the flood, which is why God had to wipe them out, wipe out the seed, the enmity between the seed of God, through which Jesus would come, and the enmity of the serpent, the very real bloodline. The many tribes, the many peoples, the many lands of the Canaanites, the many lands of Bashan and Og, and all of the other giants, the Philistines, the Rephaim, the Amorites, all of the different ites of the Bible were of the Nephilim bloodline, many of which are described in the Bible with 6 fingers and 6 toes, and spears 10 times the size of a normal spear, of which no man of normal stature could throw. We had beds 14 feet long described in the Bible. None of this covered in your church. And there's a very good reason for it. because the enmity that they speak about in the Bible is a very real one. The seeds actually are battling one another throughout history. And you can bet that the Antichrist will come from the serpent seed. And religion does not want you to know that truth, because then you would have it figured out. Take care and be safe.